is now marked down to $22.41. $22.41. This legging was originally $99.98, 75% off the regular QVC price now, and you're getting it for 4 easy pays of $5.60 per month. Let me quickly walk you through colors, and we'll talk sizing, and then we'll jump in with detail. This is what we're calling Nightfall. So this is a navy blue Nightfall. We have the charcoal gray, brandywine, and black at Nightfall. Nightfall we saw, we don't have black? Classic black? No, I guess not. No, excuse me. Petite, 23-inch inseam, regular 25.5, and tall 27.5 inches. I want to we do have black. I was going to say we have tall in black, but just a few, and there might be a few in the petite as well. Before we do anything, I want to talk sizing. These are Spanx sizes. If you already know your Spanx size, then you can order multiples. If you don't, go with your dress size, move to the left to find your Spanx size. Most of us have to go up a size when we're buying Spanx, so just a heads up there. And I want to welcome in Liz McGraw, who's joining us live via Skype. Liz, always a pleasure, my dear. So let me tell you what I did today. I was so excited about wearing my Spanx leggings because, you know, I have closets full of them. I come in all cocky thinking, oh, okay, I got it. I don't need the sample from QVC. It's not the right ones. So I have a different Spanx legging on, and I apologize. But this is the one that has the little ankle slit, and it's in the Ponte. So that was my mistake today.
Well, how nice that you have a closet full of Spanx leggings. And can I tell you, Jane, in my wonderful 15 years of working with you and Spanx, I have never presented a legging except for last night at this price. This is a little banana.
Isn't this crazy?
So it is. So I welcome you to add even more wonderful confidence boosting Spanx leggings to your closet.
I know that is so right. And confidence boosting is exactly what you get from this legging. So let's first, Liz, talk a little bit about Spanx in general for those that might not know. I can't believe there isn't somebody out there that wouldn't know about Spanx, but just in case. And then we'll talk about this particular Ponte legging.
Yes, I would love to, because I'm so proud of this story, because Spanx was founded 20.5 years ago by our fearless founder, Sarah Blakely, who was a regular gal, just like you or me. She was a frustrated consumer. She was out in the market looking for undergarments that were undetectable, that boosted her confidence, that really were solutions in her wardrobe, and she couldn't find it. So she came up with the design, patented herself, wrote the patent herself, invested her own savings from selling fax machines door to door, and went to the factories and pleaded with them to make it. And they thought she was punking them. They thought, who is this woman coming with her own design and patent? But she persisted. And of course, the rest is history. She got her first product made. She revolutionized the undergarment and the shapewear industry. And that's the foundation of our business. We're constantly innovating and iterating and developing products that boost confidence and empower women of all ages, all different beautiful shapes, to enjoy wearing their clothes and feel wonderful doing so.
And this is one of those luxury editions of the legging, because this Ponte, Liz, is so soft and so dense. So if you really want that feeling of a hug from the top all the way down, then this is the one to choose from. A369381. So let's start at the top and work our way through.
I would love to. So at the very top, we have our proprietary contoured power waistband. And as you can see, that is a nice wide waistband that sits a little higher up on the waist. On me, it hits about an inch above the belly button. So it's going to give you a nice hug, 360 degrees all the way around. You're showing that inner layer. That's our true shapewear fabric. It's a silky fabric against your skin. Hidden within that is a layer of power mesh to give that waistband stability and a nice strong support. And then that outer is our signature smoothing Ponte. So that's a 3-layer specially engineered waistband that's going to go all the way around. The back chain is a beautiful contoured shape that's going to give your backside its best, perkiest look ever. And I want you to know that this waistband, while giving you targeted support, is not squeezing you. We really obsessed about creating a waistband that sits flush against the skin and doesn't cut into you and create spillage in our beautiful flesh. And then, of course, you're showing that fabric. You said it well. This is a premium luxe Ponte that's really unlike any other Ponte. I know once you described it almost as like a scuba material
Mm-hmm.
because it does have that unbelievable spring and snap. And it also has a density unlike any other. We actually had this Ponte specially milled for us because we were looking for a Ponte that gave a beautiful airbrush buttery finish on the leg, but also performed. And by perform, I mean that it really supports and hugs your beautiful curves of your leg without squeezing, without creating any uncomfortable feeling, but really to give you a nice feeling of support and to flatter like no other. I always say, if you've ever felt under-supported and overexposed in a pair of leggings, and I think we've all been there, then try this legging because
Yeah.
this is the opposite. This is the completely supportive opaque legging that is luxe and dressy enough that this is the one you can wear to work. This is the one you can wear to church services. It really is a workhorse. But by all means, put on your fuzzy socks and curl up on the couch in it as well.
Well, and we do all of that. And at this price too, Liz, I mean, this could be your workout pant. My
Yeah.
daughters and I, we, have to be careful. Like if they come to visit and do laundry, then I'm like checking the sizing to make sure they're not taking my Spanx leggings. So because we have crossover with some of the leggings and the colors, but size-wise, we're all, pretty different. But I do want to make sure that they're leaving with theirs and not taking mine. It's like their territory. Like we're like, very, very, very keen in on which exactly ones are going out the door. But when you think about leggings that you work out in, that you're doing moving and on the treadmill and there's motion in the ocean, you need this type of support. And you would pay $100 for it before. These are $22.41. So hear me when I say you could get every color and still be less than what you would have to pay for one of these leggings normally. So I encourage you to think about multiples now. Petite's inseam is 23, regular is 25 and a half, and tall is 27 and a half. 500 pairs now spoken for. Would you walk us through the sizing if you could?
Yes, because it's critical that you get your correct Spanx size in these leggings so that you love them. Our sizing, as you mentioned, is different than the sizing that QVC uses for QVC brands. So really pay attention to this size chart. It's easy to find your Spanx size. I always say first, reference your numerical departments or dress size. But because we're all beautifully unique, if you know your waist and you know your hip measurement, go ahead and use those. And if by chance your measurements have you bridging two sizes, go with the larger of the two sizes. And you said this before, Jane. This is true for me as well. Overwhelmingly, we will probably go one size larger in our Spanx than we're accustomed to ordering in our QVC sizing. That's really universal with every woman I've spoken to. But I always say, remember, people are not sizes. We wear sizes. So no big deal. We wear a different size in our Spanx. And this is the only Spanx bottom that we have here at QVC in the 3 different inseams. And I love that because this allows for a perfect fit for no matter what your height is.
And you know what, even if we don't have your correct size or inseam in a particular size or color, then get another one. Because one thing I love about them is that they're adjustable. So if you're planning on wearing these with an ankle boot and have an exposed ankle, then slide them up a little bit. If you want them to be tucked into a knee-high boot, then it's fine. Tuck your socks around them. And if you're wearing them with a sneaker like I am, then it doesn't matter where they hit. They can be a little bit shorter, they can be a little bit longer. So I would say if this blowout price, $22.41, which I think, Liz, is probably the lowest price I've ever seen in my 25 years of working here. I just can't get over it, and I would encourage you to think about multiples now because once these sell out, that's it. So 650 pair now spoken for, and you're looking at the colors. That is the Brandywine, which is a beautiful, rich Merlot color,
Yeah.
deep burgundy. We also have it in the gray, in the heather gray or charcoal. We have it in the Nightfall, which is the navy, and there may be a few available in petites and talls in the black, but there's not a whole lot of those. And again, we encourage you to think multiples here while we have this price. These are a blend of 68% rayon, 28 nylon, and 4% elastane, which is pretty remarkable because the stretch and recovery on this is serious.
It is serious. I love what you said, Jane. When you get these home, first of all, know that those inseam lengths are the measurement not on the body. So when you get them on the body, as you mentioned, there's a measure of fit flexibility. And I really encourage you to get them on your body and place them where you want them, because these are cut to flatter the lines of a beautiful female curve of our lower body, but we're all beautifully unique. So really place them where you want them on your body. For me, I really have to place them on my calf, and then you just snap them into shape and just snap them up. Don't be afraid of stretching out the material. As you said, there's so much snap and recovery. When you get them home, I really encourage you, place them just where you want them on your beautiful figure, snap them into place. And also know that once you get them on, they stay in place and they don't bag, they don't stretch out. And those rich saturated colors really do retain wash after wash. These are machine washable, and then I like to line dry these or lay them flat to dry.
I actually have 2 backpacks on at the waist of my leggings, and they've been here for 3 hours. They're still in the same place. They don't move. And not for anything, as someone who is relatively active, and I do love to play tennis, I do like to walk on the treadmill. If you are someone who is buying a less quality legging and you're in public, you have reason to be concerned. We've all seen it at the gym.
We've all seen it
on the treadmill behind somebody else who is not wearing a legging that's doing what it should be doing. So this is the legging that at $22.41, this is the one that you want to wear for performance activities. But at the same time, the same legging could be worn with a dressy blouse like what you have on, Liz, and a pair of high heels, and worn out to dinner or worn to worship, like you said. So this is the kind of thing, again, for women who are active and women that want the appropriate amount of coverage when they're wearing something that is very conscious, body conscious.
Yeah, these leggings work for you. Sarah Blakely always says, we know how hard as women we work. We want our leggings and our pants to work as hard for us. So these are the ones that give you coverage, give you support, give you modesty. They work for you, and they flatter like no other because they have that Spanx magic built in. I was talking to Vanessa the other night, and she admitted that in the past she tried to layer shapewear underneath her leggings. And we know life is too short to do that. And I don't know how you pull that off anyway.
But how would you even do that? I can't imagine. I understand her desire to do that, but at the same time, I can't imagine how you could successfully pull that off. But let me say this, 1,000 of these now spoken for. I invite you to place your order for multiples at $22.41. This is worth every penny as long as you find the right size. And don't think, oh, I'll get the smaller size. That way they work even better. Don't do that to yourself. Stick with your Spanx size. I'm wearing the extra large tall, and that's what I typically wear in Spanx if it comes in tall. If it doesn't, then I get the extra large, and that's what you wear. But this is designed with that contour waistband to be fitted and follow the lines of the body all the way down, and they work exactly the way that we're saying. And just because these are clearance price doesn't mean this is a lesser quality. It just means that this particular Spanx ankle length Ponte legging is being discontinued. We can no longer make it. You get it at the blowout clearance price. And I hope my daughters are watching. Sometimes, Liz, they'll wait until I get home and say, oh, did you order those pants for me? I'm like, okay, how was I doing that? I'm on TV. You guys got to order them yourselves.
I love looking at the brandy wine color in this, Jane, because as you said, it's a plummy wine color. It doesn't read red, doesn't read